Okay, so I'm doing this video in two parts because I realized just how fucking verbose and long it was getting. So I'm gonna save the fun part for this video. So if you don't want to go through like the boring tirades of what you should be doing in this group and what to watch and how to behave and some Game of Thrones nerding out, then you can just watch this video. Anywho, the whole reason that I wanted to film a video this week is because I got a hair up my ass to rewatch the original Twilight Zone series now that Jordan Peele has redone the series, and we're 4 episodes in. I don't know if anybody's watching it. It's on CBS. It's very good. It's not measuring up for me. Still very good. But anyways, that's what prompted the tickle. I've seen a lot of Twilight Zone. I've seen, I would say, at least 70% of the episodes, and there are so many that I forgot about that are amazing, and there's so many that I haven't seen that are just changing my whole life. If you want to watch the Twilight Zone, it's on Prime and it's on Netflix, minus season 4. Apparently season 4, CBS had some things going on in 1959, 1960, where it was produced or something by a different network or something. I don't know. Season 4, you have to go to Hulu for. It is what it is. But basically, season 1, 2, 3, and 5 are on Netflix or accessible on Prime. Anywho, season 1, episode 36, because these are 30 to 35 episode seasons, is the finale of season 1, and I had never seen it. Season 1, episode 36, the finale, is called A World of His Own. Now, Rod Serling is a genius, we know this, and he has gone on record as saying that he's not great at writing science fiction, but he's great at adapting it. I don't think anyone would argue with that. That being said, watching this episode just on its own, just as straight sci-fi, is just amazing enough because, and this is a spoiler alert, this is the first thing that I've seen, or excuse me, not the first thing that I've seen, but the oldest thing that I've seen in television or film where the fourth wall was broken. So this is kind of the first incident of the fourth wall being broken that I've seen in television or film history. And seeing it last week for the first time just took my breath away. Anyways, watching it just on its own without projecting anything onto it as just straight sci-fi is gonna be enough to just wet your panties. But it's really hard to be, the founder of women's group and a feminist and just a bitch at 36 years old, roaming the earth, and not project your experience onto this. And I don't know if Rod Serling was woke as fuck enough back then to where this was an intentional treatise on gaslighting, or if it just happened to be that. I'm gonna go ahead and say it was a both-and situation. He knew that this was just straight sci-fi on its own, brilliant, but also a treatise on gaslighting. I'm gonna go ahead and give that to Rod and just say he knew what the fuck was up, because there's enough nuance in this to where you could be but there's enough fucking obvious shit in the dialogue that's Rod Serling is talking about gaslighting in 1959. What's happening? So, I'm gonna play you a couple of blurbs, and let me give you the premise of this episode. Now, you have a gentleman. He's an author. I'm just gonna give you the whole thing. episode opens, he's in his living room or his office or whatever, and he's got like this beautiful blonde, and he's just like talking to her, right? And then you see this brunette bitch walk by the outside of the house and peer through the window, and you realize that she's watching her husband in their living room with some fucking random blonde bitch who hasn't been there, right? So she proceeds to come into the house expecting to find him, like catch him in the act, and all of a sudden this bitch is gone, right? Like, so she is confronting her husband. She thinks he's either hidden this bitch or like gotten her out the back door or whatever. Husband says, no, I'm an author, I dictate. He writes via dictaphone, right? Like, he's dictating into the dictaphone, and as he does, his characters come alive, and he's trying to explain to his wife, like, I'm not cheating on you, like, all of my characters come alive, male, female, otherwise. She's having none of it. He's using words like, I've uncreated a character, I promise you I'm not, I wish I was not this way, I'm only doing this to save her marriage. Like, he's using language that's like every, like, Elephant Journal article, like, you've ever read. Like, it's fucking crazy. So I'm just gonna play you a couple of clips, and I want you to tell me if I'm the crazy bitch, or if, like, this is not the most brilliant shit you've ever seen. So his wife, the brunette, has just confronted him, and she's literally picking up the phone, and she's about to call the fucking psychiatrist to come collect his ass. If I can...
Greg, now really?
Victoria, you've got to believe me.
You've got to believe me.
He walked in right through that door. He came in here, and he sat down in that chair.
Talking about one of his characters.
Alive, real flesh and blood man. And I created him.
And a little bit of a god complex, maybe? Mm-hmm. She's picking up the phone. She's walking to the phone. She's picking up the phone now. She can call the doctor.
What are you doing?
I am afraid that psychiatry is the next on the agenda.
You've got to believe me, Victoria. Characters in my plays do come alive. I've seen them. I talked to them. I've even shaken hands with them.
You
Okay.
even made love to them, remember?
Yes. I mean...
Okay, he didn't deny it. Making love to fictional bitches. So I'm going to do a tight fast forward to the 19-minute mark. I just want you to process this. So basically, he goes back to his dictaphone and he resurrects the blonde chick that disappeared when she was thinking she was going to catch them in the act. And she walks right into the room. Wife is still very skeptical. She thinks, like, okay, like, you put her away in, like, another room or something.
Now, Victoria, shall I put this back in the safe, or shall I throw it in the fire?
He has envelopes with each of his characters' dictaphone film on it, and he's basically threatening his wife, saying, you don't believe me that I created this blonde bitch, so I'm gonna take her history, her entire being, which is, okay, like let's not even go there. Like, he's basically playing God with this bitch in another way, but he's basically taking the dictaphone tape of that character in an envelope and tossing it into the fire, saying, oh, you don't believe me? Fine. I'll kill that character and we'll be done with it and we can go back to being husband and wife.
Gregory, you're not seriously trying to make me believe
I am telling...
You're not seriously trying to make me believe. I'm
Victoria,
telling you.
Look at yourself. Regal. Beautiful. You could have any man in the world that you wanted. Haven't you ever wondered how you have to get stuck with me? Well, I'm telling you. You're impeccable. Flawless. You're just the sort of wife that I always used to think I wanted more than anything else in the world.
Gaslighting?
Is this another one of your tawdry little
He's
tricks?
stroking her ego.
Now, why do you think I got so upset when you came back here a while ago? Not because of Mary, but because you came back against my will for the first time. For the first time.
I mean, What do you want from me, people? I'm giving you the facts here. I'm giving you the fucking facts.
You think you're frightening me?
No, I guess not. Well, you're beyond that.
Watch this.
I made you too strong. I forgot to add a little human frailty.
Are you even dealing with this right now?
I asked for it. I'll put this back in the safe.
Gregory, would you like to know what I think of your childish nonsense?
Okay. I'm not gonna give you the third act here, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but, like, can we just, like, talk about, like, what the fuck just happened? Like, this is 1959. Please somebody come, like, talk to me about this. Like, please, because please. Somebody watch this episode, somebody talk to me about it, or I'm gonna start a Brene Brown book club, and nobody wants that.